Everyone just left. It was like mass exodus. In the 90s, I think everyone just left. Every single one left. There's no one here.
Welcome to Hong Kong's Hakka walled villages that you probably never heard of. This is Lai Chi Wo, one of the oldest Hakka settlements that has been here since the Ming Dynasty.
In this video, we're going to give you an inside look into some of these walled villages with hundreds of years of history. So continue watching and make sure you subscribe.
When most people think about Hong Kong, I think the first thing that comes to mind is the Cantonese, right?
Yeah.
Not the Hakka. Now,
Right.
Are there still a lot of Hakka people living in Hong Kong today?
Yes, they are predominantly in the New Territories. That is the northern part of Hong Kong.
We are now at the Sha Tau Kok Pier, and it is really beautiful here, actually.
Really beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you're surrounded by water, but also mountains on the different sides. You can take like a ferry from here to like so many different islands. We are on an old school boat to Lai Chi Wo. All right, we just got off the boat and we are surrounded by nature, much more secluded than I had ever imagined. Apparently there's a few trails leading to a few walled villages, so we're gonna go start hiking and take a look. Okay, so we walked from the pier to the entrance of this village. The Wong and the Zhang clan settled here. The Zhang family was originally from Shandong province and they resettled here at the end of Ming Dynasty. You could say those people are my distant ancestors. Just around a 10-minute walk from the pier, you enter the village and there's a really nice public square, which is next to, this is an old elementary school. And right next to it is a temple, and over here there is a village museum. We're gonna take a look and learn a little bit more about the history of this village.
As we walked into the Story Room Museum, we were greeted by a very old villager. Turns out he's over 100 years old. Listen to what he's told us.
呢兩世無人翻嚟㗎啦。佢家我啲樓咧，所以尋經都係咁嘅，所以中國人都尋經嘅樓咧上次冇見咁嘅啊，冇辦法。
So we are approaching Lai Chi Wo village.
Yes, and as you can see, it's a walled village. Let's go take a look. Here we see all the donations, but beside it there's a poem that 400 years ago, our honorable ancestors found this beautiful place called Lai Chi Wo, Lai Chi Wo. They constructed this beautiful village and provided such a beautiful space for the descendants. So this temple right here is a Zhang family temple, and this is the part of the clan that came from Shandong province on the 1600s. It's one of the main last names in the village, along with the Huang family.
I was born in the 60s in this village, and because at that time, well, we were farmers, we just grew agricultural produce. In the 70s, in Hong Kong, there was a transformation. There was a lot of machinery, a lot of plants, a lot of factories started in Hong Kong, and one of the produce which they imported was rice, a lot of cheap rice. We couldn't keep up with the drop of price of rice, and so we had to look elsewhere. And one or two of our older brothers went abroad to Britain. We went abroad, and they found out that there was another world, a better world outside, and so everybody just left.
Wow.
So beginning from the end of 60s to the mid 80s, everyone just left. It was like mass exodus. In the 90s, I think everyone just left. Everyone. We left in 73.
To the UK?
Yes, our family.
We are walking into a glimpse of what life used to be in this village. I'm walking through the remains of an old traditional Hakka house. Now the house is no longer here, but we can see snippets of what life used to be. These right here are used to pound rice. And what I love about it is like the walls they adorned this with signs of snippets of oral history from villagers. One of them talks about how they used to be poor in material, right? They only have to fish and farm, and they didn't have a lot of money, but at the same time, life was plentiful and they had everything that the land provided, right? What made you want to come back to the village after so many years?
We were technical, we didn't have any skills. And so everyone from the village who left and worked in Britain or in another country were low skilled. My parents, they had a shop, a food store, and that was hard. It was getting up 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was working all the way through till midnight. It was 365 minus 1 day, and the one day we got off was Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. So I thought, why stay there and work that? So I decided to go to school. I went to university, graduated, and came back here 1989. I found a job, and then found a wife, and then kids, and blink of the eye, it was 40 years. If you speak to the older generation, they'll still be able to speak in Hakka. But the younger generations, unless they were brought up by their grandparents, I don't think they'll be able to speak. They might be able to understand one or two words, but I don't think they can speak the.
I see. So the language is getting lost.
And the culture, it's also gone.
Defining characteristics of Hakka culture that are still practiced.
The food, tofus and chickens, pork, it might have changed slightly. That's what we ate when we were small.
We are making our way to the next village, And to get there, we are walking through all of this farmland. This entire trail is so beautiful. We've encountered our first little challenge of the day. You can't see it, but I'm walking through probably half an inch of water. That really wasn't that bad. Continuing on our walk.
Hello, good afternoon from Mui Tsz Lam. We're at the village story house with Alice.
Hello everyone, I'm Alice and I'm the volunteer of this Mui Tsz Lam story house today. This village is already about 400 years old. So this story house has a lot of information regarding the village.
You mentioned that the village was about 400 years old.
Yes.
Who were the people who settled here?
All the people are Hakka people. So all the people left to and live in overseas. So this village is already no people living here. So many years, about 4 years ago, there's a project to rebuild and develop all the different kind of lands, farms, house, and all those things.
It's amazing. I think this preservation work for a lot of these ancient
Yeah,
villages are
yeah.
definitely very valuable. What do you want to say to potential visitors to the village? Why should they come?
When you come here, you will know about a lot of Chinese people, especially a few hundred years ago, how they're living. Especially in Hong Kong, Hakka people is the dominant types of people living in Hong Kong. So Hakka village located in Hong Kong, so many village in Hong Kong is Hakka people.
Chinese University of Hong Kong is the institution spearheading this project to restore this village. That's a school that I studied abroad at, and we did pay a visit to CUHK yesterday. And it's full circle because we've grown an interest ourselves in preserving the history and the stories of these villages, and they're doing the on-the-ground work. So it's really inspiring to see. Standing in this silence, it's hard to imagine the Hakka language once echoing here. We came to see the past, but found a culture fading in the present. What's vanishing is not just architecture. It's Hakka memory, tradition, identity, and language. This loss echoes from Hong Kong to Hakka and other Chinese diaspora communities worldwide. These villages are time capsules, holding answers to where do we come from and who were those who came before us. That's why preservation matters. It's a bridge to who we are. So we extend an invitation to the Chinese diaspora listening to this. Walk these paths, listen and imagine the voices. Ask your families to speak Hakka and tell you their stories. Record their stories for future generations to listen to. Honoring a legacy means more than just remembrance. It means experience. It's how we ensure a culture of hundreds of years finds a place in the future. Your journey to find it may be the most important journey you will ever take. Visit our website fromrootstobridges.com to book a call with us if you'd like to take a journey to discover your ancestral homeland.